this week about devotionals. Now, both you and I, and I'm pretty sure Andrew too, a big fan of devotionals.
Yeah. Devoted to them, in fact.
Yes, indeed. So let's talk about this, because this is something that not only do you read devotionals, but you actually write them as well.
Absolutely. Yes. No, I've been doing God Spots for the Rema Network for, I think it's 5 or 6 years maybe. Must be more, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they're just 1-minute snippets of encouragement. And, I was thinking a few months ago, oh, my God, I've got so many of these. I think I'm going to compile them all. And I've put them all in a big document. And people often ring the station and say, Tanya just said something. What did she say?
It's true. It's true.
And you're actually causing a bit of a problem for us, Tanya, because our poor receptionist thinks, gosh, I don't know which one she just said. She's got so many of them.
Yeah.
But now they can sell them your book, right? Is that what you're planning?
Well, no, it's going to be more of a giveaway.
Nice.
A really nice idea for people. So I think it's in the making. So just keep your ears out and ears open, I should say.
Yeah.
But it was in putting that together this week, it made me think, why don't we talk about devotionals and the importance of devotionals and the benefits of having a devotional?
So, have you been reading devotionals for some time now? Is this something that is sort of part of your spiritual walk?
Yeah, and you know what? I could probably put an exact number on it. I'd say it's 42 years. I think I was 16 when I bought my first devotional book.
Wow.
And it's been one of the things that I've binged on, you might say, is devotional books, daily books, daily readings, and I love them. And I've just found them so beneficial to have. And of course, the word for today, which I love as well.
Yeah. Big fans, of course, at Rema, the word for today.
We like the audio edition, don't we, Diane?
We do. Hey, so let's talk about the fact that these are daily. Why do you think it's a good thing to perhaps pick up a devotional every day and read it?
Well, it's a bit like brushing our teeth, isn't it? We do things like this every day because it is a must to our physical health, our physical care. So this, you could say, is part of your daily spiritual care. You know how we often talk about self-care. This could be one of those things that you say, well, it's an absolute must for me because this is something that feeds my soul. And it also reminds us to live one day at a time, instead of getting overwhelmed about next week. So
I got to ask you this question. Because I know I'm sometimes guilty of that. Do you sometimes go, oh, that was really good, I wonder what tomorrow's is, and then you skip ahead a few, and then before you know it, you're into halfway through next month?
No, because I've got so many books. No, I've got so many devotionals. I just go, wonder what the other book says.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I really like that.
Very good self-control. I just can't help myself. I just sit there for hours.
But that's a good thing, though, and it's such an easy way to pray and be motivated and inspired, And the other thing I like about it is variety. It gives us variety on what to think about, and it challenges us on some level.
I think sometimes we know that we need spiritual input, but we're not sure where to go. And I think sometimes a daily devotional can actually point us in some kind of direction where perhaps we don't feel like we've got a bit of structure, but that actually puts that into our lives.
Yes, it does. And, each daily devotional book is quite different that I've got. One is very Bible-based. Another one is solely for women. Another one is all about food issues, So each one's got a different topic. And one day you might think, oh, wow, I need a little bit of female inspiration here. Yeah. So, you can pick and choose. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having a problem and buying too many devotional books, personally.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad thing at all.
Devotionals Anonymous, perhaps we could start a club in that regard. I do like the way, though, because, we've talked often about the self-talk and the things that we say about ourselves. But honestly, some days are better than others. Some days we're not feeling it. Wonderful to have a devotional that speaks positive words into your life and over your life. And often, again, when I'm behaving myself and sticking to one day at a time, to speak those words out loud, to speak those words over your life, to read them out loud, gosh, that can make a difference.
It absolutely does, especially when you make the decision that you want to change how you feel. or I want to change how this day is going. And it doesn't have to happen as soon as you've read the book in the morning. Just go, okay, I've fed myself a little bit. I'm going to do something else again 2 hours later to change this because I'm in such an emotional state. But I'm determined that I'm not going to let this day keep going the way it started. So many people write off the day at the beginning of the day. But, maybe have another book that you can pick up a few hours later and go, okay, yes, this will get me through till the afternoon, one day at a time.
Tanya, have you ever had the incident where you've perhaps read a daily devotional and you've gone, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I needed to hear? Is there any particular example that you might have where that's happened?
Well, that happens to me a lot, but one of my favorites is actually on my birthday.
Ooh.
And I know that it's there, and I go back and read it any time during the year, and it's all about acceptance and how acceptance is the key to all of our problems in life. Just, Lord, help me to accept, and what is. And it talks about the big book, and there's just so much wisdom on June the 9th. And I just find acceptance one of the greatest ways for me to change how I feel.
A lot of really wise and fantastic things happened on June the 9th. Just saying, Tanya. The world is a better place because of June the 9th. Now, in terms of your own devotional journey, because, devotionals generally, like you say, they're brilliant and they're a wonderful spiritual discipline to add to your life. In terms of your own devotional thoughts that you've done over the years, compiling these into a published work, any idea of a timeline on this, when we can expect to get a copy?
Well, if I was to be honest, it's already in the hands of Radio Rema.
Oh, yeah.
So let's hope that soon something's going to come
It's our
out.
move next then, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yes. So it shouldn't be too long. However, I was reading through it today and I've gone, oh gosh, I've doubled up on that lot there. So there might not quite be 150
A little bit of deja vu occasionally. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. So yes. Hopefully very shortly you'll be able to ring Rema and say, I would love one of these. How do I get it?
Hey, thank you so much for being a part of the show today, Tanya. Now, of course, people can check out a lot of your resources online, on YouTube. Where's the best place to go?
Start at tanyarankovich.com and then you can go to all sorts of places from there. All the other social media outlets are there.